Thank you, Elton, for that wonderful induction. No, not yet. They're not in yet. 27 years ago, over a summer weekend in 1961, my cousin Mike Love and I got a bright idea. We were going to write a song. My parents were going away, and they left us some money for food. As soon as they split, we went to the music shop and rented some music equipment. By Sunday night, when my folks came home, we were very hungry, and we had written a tune called Surfin'. Who could have known then that 27 years and 52 albums later, we would be standing before you receiving this very great honor. We're very proud and very grateful. I only wish that my younger brother Dennis could be here at our side tonight. We miss him very much. Last year, when I was asked to induct Lieber and Stoller into the Hall of Fame, I came into the room and sat down at my table and looked around. There were so many people here that I really respect. To tell you the truth, I was wide-eyed. I've always listened to records first thing in the morning. My all-time favorite wake-up record is Be My Baby, yes. Yeah. Which is a very heavy record. I also...
You're taller than most of these executives in the music business.
Giant. He's a giant.
I also started my day by listening to records by all of you. That night I saw fans coming up to each of you and to thank you for making the music that started their days. I heard people saying thank you for songs that got me through, that gave me courage to go on. When I was a teenager, I listened to the Four Freshmen and Frank Sinatra. That got me through high school. And that's what I think of this is all about. All of us in this room, all of us, have the privilege of making music that helps and heals. To make music that makes people happier, stronger, and kinder. Don't forget, music is God's voice. Over the years, the Beach Boys have been in style and out of style and in style again. But what kept me going is the same thing that got me to write Surfin' all those years ago. I wanted to write joyful music that made other people feel good. That's what I tried to do for the past 27 years. So, we're going to do our best to keep sending out those good vibrations. We want to do the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame proud. And 27 years from now, I'd like to come back and get re-inducted all over again. Yeah! Once again, we thank you from the bottom of our hearts. The surf's up tonight, so let's all work together to keep it up forever. Love and mercy to everyone. Thank
you. I've been asked to say a few words on behalf of our beloved Dennis, who's gone. And this would have thrilled him beyond belief. And so, from Dennis Wilson, I thank you. Thank
you. You heard from Cousin Brian the reason why we started making music and the reason that keeps us going. And it sounds corny, but you can hear it in the harmonies, those of you who are musicians. And the reason why people like the Beach Boys is because we love harmony. We love music and we love harmony. And we love all people, too. When I went to school, high school, my cousin Brian and I would jump over the fence, ditch class, we'd go surfing. Now, we couldn't surf very good, but it was a whole lifestyle thing. We would listen to the music, the R&B music at the time. And some of our favorite records were the doo-wop type of deals, and there you go again with harmony. And I think it's wonderful to be here tonight, but I also think it's sad that there are other people who aren't here tonight. And those are the people who have passed away. Those are the obvious ones. But the other not so obvious ones are people like Paul McCartney, who couldn't be here tonight because he's in a lawsuit with Ringo and Yoko. That's what he sent a telegram to some high-priced attorney in this room, you know? Now that's a bummer, because we're talking about harmony, right, in the world. If we can't get it together in America and in England in harmony within our groups, I mean, believe it. You can believe it. The Beach Boys have their own interstitial or whatever you call it, squabbles. But that's a bummer when Ms. Ross can't make it, you know? The Beach Boys have continued to do we did about 180 performances last year. I'd like to see the Mop Tops match that. I'd like to see Mick Jagger get out on his stage and do I Get Around versus Jumpin' Jack Flash any day now. Now, a lot of people are going to go out of this room tonight thinking that Mike Love is crazy. Well, they've been saying that for years. Ain't nothing new about that. But what I'm talking about is forget this room. The United States is 6% of the population of the world. That's why I came here tonight with Muhammad Ali. Muhammad, salam alaikum. I didn't hear you say alaikum salam. Alaikum salam, he said it. Okay, I don't care what anybody in this room thinks. You know when they were talking about this guy with the guitar? You know, Arlo's father? Woody Guthrie, yeah. Well, I knew that because my father used to sing some of those songs. And my mother, the Wilson, Emily Wilson, I'm first cousin with Brian, Carl, and the late Dennis, the surfer of the group. When they first came to California, they were Kansas Dust Bowl Swedes, all right? Swedish people who didn't have enough money to rent or buy a house. They lived in tents on the beach in Huntington Beach, California when they first came out, all right? And now we're sitting in this room with all this glitterati of the glissando, all 6% of us. And we're hassling, we're fighting intestine squabbles, you know, messing around. What I want to see is this whole room recognize that there is one earth here. And I want us to do something fantastic with all this talent and all this wonderful spirit and soul. And I'd like to see some people kick out the jams. And I challenge the boss to get up on stage and jam. I want to see Billy Joel, see if he can still tickle ivories. Let me see. I know Mick Jagger won't be here tonight. He's going to have to stay in England. But I'd like to see us in the Coliseum and Hume Limley Stadium because he's always been chicken shit to get on stage with the Beach Boys.
Thank fuck he didn't mention me.